Well, welcome back to Turbo Bob's Bicycle Blog, and we kind of got something a little different for you today. This is a Motiv electric bike Spark, and I've tested them before and done full write-ups, and quite a few of the Motiv bikes, and they're great little bikes. But this one is one my friend just got secondhand through Craigslist, and so I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Now, this bike is in near new condition. I figure it's probably a year, maybe 2 years old. But someone donated it to a local thrift store charity. They had it on Craigslist, and he got in touch with me, wanted to get an e-bike for his son who doesn't drive. And I know some people that sell, that have had a few here and there, and told him they should check Craigslist, so I did the same thing. And a lot of times on Craigslist, you're risking buying a stolen bike. A lot of the electric bikes on Craigslist are really junky or have bad batteries. But this one turned out to be a great deal. They wanted less than half a retail, and they gave him 20% off that as it was. And so I told him to leave it with me for a day, and I gave it a full one-over, tune-up, lubed the chain, adjusted the gears and the brakes. Was missing a bolt that holds the back of the rack on. So this is actually their top model in this. It's got the 48-volt system. It also has the Schwalbe Fat Franks, which is an upgrade, and I think it's got the upgraded saddle and grips. And so it's really their top-end bike. And it's in exceptional shape, maybe a couple years old, so he was really lucky to get a great deal on it. Now, there are plenty of deals out there on used e-bikes, but you got to be careful. You know, like I say, there's some real funky ones, there's some no name brand ones with serious problems that don't work, and sometimes people buy stuff and they just don't end up using it, and a lot of times they'll sell it. This particular one got donated to the local charity. So this is a Motiv Spark. It's the 48-volt upgraded model. He got a great deal on it, so his son will be riding this for work, and I gotta admit, he's really jazzed about getting it. So I did a few things to it, but overall it's in fantastic shape. I cleaned it up a little bit, but I'm not going to polish it the way I polish my bikes. Now, this is a real simple bike. It's a single control, not dual control, but it has a on-off switch and battery lights here, and one throttle, 6 speeds. Got a bell on the brake lever there. It does have a suspension seat post. Came with this real nice little rack. Most everything you need. It runs and rides fantastic. I think it's going to be fantastic for him. So if you're looking in the market for a used e-bike, you know, there's different ways to go, but be careful. Like I say, Craigslist can be kind of risky. Some e-bike shops do offer used ones, trade-in ones, rental ones, but getting a used e-bike can be a little bit on the risky side, and usually the batteries last 3 to 5 years, sometimes longer. So if it's much older than that, and the battery is the most expensive piece, so keep that in mind. So getting a used e-bike can be a little risky, but I think my friend is going to be just fine with this one. And if not, Motiv's a big name brand, parts aren't too expensive. If it has some issues, we should be able to deal with it. Rides great, what a machine. Okay, so there's a little story about buying a used e-bike. I think my friend's going to be really happy with this one. And don't expect to find them at thrift stores very often. That's really kind of a rare deal. Usually be an individual selling it, and could be somebody that just stole it. So keep an eye on that. You know, make sure it has the charger and all the other things that the people don't get when they steal them. Okay, there you go. Thanks for following along with Turbo Bob's Bicycle Blog. You're bound to see this one riding around on the streets here in town.